Mm, fucking bitch, that's hot. Ah. So, what's up, you guys? Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been really busy with work and stuff, and today I kind of want to talk about the very first time I ever got high. Yeah, we're going there. It's like Degrassi, we're going there. The very first time I got high was my senior year in high school, and there was this girl, she had just moved from Minnesota, I think. Did you fucking see that? Okay, anyways, yeah. There's this girl, and she moved from Minnesota, I think. And her name was Shelby, and she was the cutest fucking girl I had ever seen in my entire life. Like, she was just small, yet, like, just beautiful face, like, rockin' ass body, and she was like, she liked fucking amazing ass music. She was really fucking cool, and, like, she was just, like, the perfect girl for me at that time. Luckily, I had her in my introduction to criminal justice class, and for some reason, she, like, for the first like couple weeks of her, being at the school and stuff, she completely avoided me. Like, I would try to make like small talk with her, be like, "Oh, hey, how do you like it here?" and stuff, and she would just walk right by, like, act like I didn't even fucking exist. Like, I was considered the friendly guy in high school. Like, I kind of moved in, but like, I wasn't really, I never really subjected myself to just one clique. I kind of moved, in between them all, and yeah, and she told me later on that she thought that I was the stereotypical asshole jock just because I played football and because I played soccer. But anyways, that all changed one day because I walk into class. One day I walk into class and I'm sporting a the Used T-shirt, and she saw me and she like made it because she was already sitting like at her own desk, and then she saw me wear that shirt, and then she made it a point to go and sit right next to me. Like, she moved all her shit over like a couple desks, and she was all like, "So you like the Used?" And I was like, "Yeah, Burt McCracken, he's fucking awesome." She was like, "I love the Used. I've seen them in concert. They were playing with My Chemical Romance and shit." And I was like, "I fucking love My Chemical Romance." This was back like in my post-emo days. Like, I still love My Chemical Romance and the Used and everything. It just, I'm not, trying to wear like guy liner and shit anymore. But anyways, after talking about music and stuff and finding that we had a lot of common interest in music, we started talking about other stuff, like she happened to be really big into anime, and I fucking love anime, like Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, fucking One Piece, like all the fucking Death Note, all these animes and stuff, and she knew just as much about them as I did, and I was like, that's fucking amazing to find. So pretty much after that, for the next couple of weeks, we were inseparable, we were just sitting there just finding out all this little shit that we liked about each other, and one day, it got to the topic of, "Hey, have you ever done drugs before?" And she ended up asking me first, and I had known that from a friend that she, smoked pot from time to time, and so I said that I did. I said that I smoked pot, recreationally, just, I never went out and bought it and stuff, just if anybody else had it and stuff, and she, of course, accused me for being a moocher. But, she left it at that. We were cool with it. One day, she sat there and she asked me, she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go over to my friend Kelsey's house, during third period. We're gonna skip. Do you want to come with us?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah." Because up until then, I hadn't really got too much alone time with her, like, it'd always been, like, us in, like, a public, atmosphere. So we go over there, and her friend Kelsey is, like, the, like, typical, like, stoner burnout. Like, she, the reason we were going over there was just because she had just gotten back from Amsterdam with her mom, and she bought, like, all this paraphernalia and shit, and it was ridiculous. Anyways, we'll all just sit there and we hang out for like a good 15 minutes, and it's me, my friend Kenny, his girlfriend, that Kelsey girl, and then Shelby, the girl that I liked, the girl that I was with. And we were all just sitting in the house, just hanging out, just, drinking Coke and shit. And Kelsey, the stoner girl, decides to bust out a pipe. And, everybody starts, like, smoking out of it and stuff. I'm like, "No, I'm cool, And they all make fun of me. They're like, "Oh, Lee, you're such a pussy, And I was like, "Okay, yeah." And so Kelsey starts talking about a trip to Amsterdam, and we're all laughing, having a good time and stuff. And she's like, "I have all my all the good shit that I bought in the back, like in her little stoner shed." And so we all walk out there and stuff, and like it's a little like 6x6 shed, like just for like garden tools and shit. But she has like the whole like there's no garden tools in there. There's like the walls are like covered with like Bob Marley posters and like Sublime posters and shit, like just typical stoner stuff. And she has this like bookshelf filled with like pipes and bongs and hookahs, and it's just it was really overwhelming. Like I was just like, oh my god, up until this time, like I'd still had never smoked pot, like I was nervous. I was like, man, if I don't leave here smoking pot, I'm like they're gonna think I'm like the biggest pussy ever, like it was typical teenager logic, And so Kelsey, she's showing us all these pipes and stuff that she bought from Amsterdam, and then she whips out the gas mask. And for those of you who haven't, partaken in, the marijuana or partaken in, getting high and stuff, you smoke it out of various vessels, and one vessel is a gas mask. It's a gas mask with a bong attached to the end of it, and it has the little lighter thing right here. It has a little bowl right here. And they whip it out, and they're like, "Oh my god, we need to break that bitch in," and I'm just like, fuck, I'm gonna have to smoke out of it. So Kelsey, she breaks it in because it's her pipe and stuff, and we start passing it around. And then Shelby takes a hit, and she, like, she's all normal and shit. And so it's my turn, and I'm just like, oh my god, my first time smoking marijuana is gonna be out of a gas mask. And so they put the gas mask on me, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm so scared right now. And I sit there, they load the bowl up, and I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm so scared. And they're like, alright, Lee, let it rip. I'm just like, okay. So I light the bowl, and I just start inhaling, because that's the only thing I know how to do. I don't know how to put my hand over the carb of it. And so I sit there, I start inhaling. They're like, the fuck are you doing? Put your hand over the carb. I'm like, what? And like, at this point, I'm already like, my lungs are like half filled with like air. And I'm like, shit. So I put my hand over the carb, and I see the whole like just pipe fill up with smoke. I'm like, fuck. And they're like, you better not waste a single fucking bit of that smoke. And I'm like, shit. And so I inhale the whole thing. I'm just like, I keep on inhaling even though I don't have any more room in my lungs. And I sit there, and then I sit there, and they're like, okay, Lee, let's take it off. But before they can take it off, I start coughing, and all the smoke comes back out and gets in my eyes, and I start crying, like not because I'm a little bitch, but because the smoke hurt my eyes. I'm pretty much just sitting there panicking and stuff. I'm like, oh my god, did I do that right? Please don't think she's a fucking, please don't let her think that I'm a fucking pussy. Afterwards and stuff, Shelby was all like, wow, Lee, like that was intense. You took a big ass hit. You're probably really high right now. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, nah, I'm not that high. Like I'm just like, wow, and I sit there for a good, like another 10 minutes. I'm like, I still really don't feel anything. Like what the fuck is going on? And then we get done smoking and stuff, and everybody's all like, oh yeah, let's go back in the house and let's watch Maury and shit. I'm like, alright, I guess. The second I stand up and I start walking, I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah. Everything just got like instantly funny. Like, we started watching Maury and stuff inside the house, and like some black lady was like, oh Jesus, oh Lord. And we lost it. Like we started laughing for like a good 20 minutes. It was ridiculous. And then it came time for us to leave and stuff, and I had been drinking a Sprite. I'd been drinking a Sprite. And as soon as me and Shelby get in my truck and stuff, I start driving off, I burp from all the carbonation in the Sprite, and I put like a little bubble of like gas comes out, and like I'm about to go back to my grandparents' house. I'm like, holy shit! If I burp in front of them, I'm gonna get so much fucking trouble. And like I sat there and like I bought like a 2-liter thing of Sprite like at the gas station, trying to make myself burp up all the gas. I guess I had swallowed it or some shit. But yeah, it was really cool. So I mean, you know, my first time was really, it wasn't because I wanted to do it. It's because I was really trying to impress this girl. And the girl, we dated for a while. You know, it was cool and stuff. But you know, eventually, like most high school relationships, it just fizzles out. But you know, it was. I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I tried it. But then again, I would say if I were to give any advice to anybody who wants to smoke or wants to know what it's like, I'd say do it with your friends. Do it with people that you trust. Don't do it like at a party or something where you can get fucked over or some shit. Like do it with your friends. Do it with people that you trust and you trust yourself being around. And plus, just doing it with your friends is gonna be a good time. Like you're gonna have fun. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys this week. I guess I'm gonna try to make a video next week. I'll try to film it sometime within the next couple of days. That way I have time to edit it and it'll be up next week. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later.